Today we're going to talk about how to go from 0 to 1,000 subscribers. I'm so excited to make this video for you guys because I honestly didn't know how this whole process would be, how long it would take. I probably watched hundreds of videos so I could find out how long it took other YouTubers to actually hit 1,000 subscribers. I wanted to know how long does this typically take? How many videos do I need to post before I can expect to reach 1,000 subscribers? I was actually very shocked how this all worked out, and I'm sure you guys will be too. I am nothing special at all, so I thought it'd be a brilliant idea to share with you guys how I hit 1,000 subscribers and how you guys can also hit 1,000 subscribers fast. So I know that it does not need to take a year like it has taken others if you follow the same steps that I did. Everyone always gives the same tips on here, but I actually have different tips for you guys. I don't want to just tell you guys what you want to hear. I want to tell you what actually works. The same strategies that YouTubers were using in 2015, 2018, and so on are not the same strategies that you need to be implementing now. So I'm actually going to bring up my analytics for you guys to see on the screen so we can actually go through my YouTube timeline and actually see how long it took me to gain the 1,000 subscribers and how that whole process looked like through the numbers. Okay guys, so I want to actually show you inside of my analytics so we can go through the whole YouTube timeline and see how long it actually took for everything to happen. Okay, so the first video I ever created was on June 10th, 2022. So I started my YouTube journey in June, and that was UGC content creation. What is UGC and how can you make money as a UGC creator? And oddly enough, my first video I ever created on YouTube actually has the highest amount of views. I believe this one has like over 30,000 views if I'm not mistaken, which isn't a whole lot, but it's a lot for me and it's a lot for a new channel, which also resulted in it having the most amount of subscribers gained. So you can see just from that first video I ever posted, I actually gained 1,246 subscribers. And then you'll see going down, I gained 260 subscribers, 133 subscribers from this video. And these are all about UGC. So I didn't get all those subscribers right away though. Like the 1,246 subscribers that I got from that video, I didn't get those all right away, right? That's over time. So we started in June and we got 1 subscriber on June 13th. In June 19th, we got 4 subscribers. And then on June 21st, we got 8 subscribers. You can see how it just slowly went up and went down, went up, went down. And there's a huge spike right here. So you'll see it went 41 new subscribers, 49, 87, 113, 143, and then it went down again a little bit. But I was still gaining subscribers, and then it'd go up a little bit and it'd go back down. Okay, perfect. So by me changing this chart to monthly, you can actually see how long it took me to gain 1,000 subscribers. I started my channel in June, which you could see from what I showed you earlier. And then I had 198 subscribers in June. And then right here we go to July, which is just 1 month later, and I'm at over 1,600 subscribers. With my first video taken off on YouTube, that's not really normal. Most people have to create like 100 videos before they start to get a lot of traction. The reason why I got a lot of traction on this video was because of my strategy I set in place. Me gaining 1,000 subscribers in a month wasn't as big of a surprise to me as you would think it would be because it was all strategy. Now, before I came up with the strategy, if you were to ask me how long it would take me to gain 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, I would have assumed a year or 100 videos because that's what a lot of other YouTubers have said. Now, this is not me trying to degrade or put down anyone who has taken a year to gain 1,000 subscribers or who has already been on YouTube for a year and still hasn't gained 1,000 subscribers. That's why I'm making this video, so I can help other people to prevent that from happening so they can do this quicker. I guarantee you that your videos probably don't even suck. It's probably just your strategy needs to be improved. A lot of people like to quit when they don't get results and think, oh, well, you know, this just isn't my calling. I obviously suck at making videos and blah, blah, blah. But that's normally not it. Obviously, quality and quantity do play into this, but I'm about to show you guys and prove to you that it's mostly strategy. Okay, so let's actually get into the strategy and what I actually did to make this happen. So let's take it to the basics. When you start a YouTube channel, what is one of the first things you have to figure out? Usually what your niche is going to be. What are your videos going to be about? Who's your target audience? And this is what most people do wrong. Most people will go and find a niche that's already super popular on YouTube, super saturated, lots of competition. Not to say that you can't go into this niche, because you definitely can, but it's going to take you a lot longer to grow when you have a ton of competition. When it comes to having a bunch of competition on YouTube and social media in general, The quality has to be there. You have to make sure you're doing everything spot on and right. You don't really have time to get better if you want to see results right away because you're already competing with people that are great. If you want to grow on YouTube fast, you need to either do a spin-off of a niche or bring something new onto the platform. So for example, you can easily take a niche, like let's say you want to do a cooking channel, right? Cooking is super saturated, lots of competition. So instead of just saying, I'm gonna start a cooking channel, you can say, I'm gonna start a cooking channel on YouTube for fast meals on the go for working moms. Or I'm gonna start a cooking channel that's all about making quick snacks for moms who homeschool their kids. Quick and easy to make gluten-free meals for moms. If you're gonna have a workout channel, maybe base all the workouts on super easy to do workouts at home for lazy people. That's gonna catch someone's attention. That's me all the way. I am so lazy. I only wanna do workouts that are at home and are pretty easy to do. And then remember, the other thing I told you can do is to bring something new to YouTube. Now I know that sounds like really complicated because there's like everything on YouTube, right? But there are things that are not popular on YouTube yet, and that's exactly what I did. And if I would have did this right, I could have blew up on YouTube, I know it, but I had a lot of other issues that got in the way, which I will talk about later on in this video. But for right now, what I did was I took an idea that started becoming very popular on other social media platforms, but barely anyone was talking about it on YouTube. So I wanted to be the first one to start talking about it on YouTube, and that was for UGC. UGC has been around for a long time, but it did not really get talked about and become very like popular and heard of until 2022. And that was when me and a group of other people, a small group of other people, started really talking about it on social media, specifically TikTok. And then people started going wild over it and like, oh my gosh, you know, what is this UGC thing everyone's talking about? This sounds so cool. It's like too good to be true. I need to try this out. But there's only short form content on this subject. People really wanted to learn everything there was about UGC because there was nowhere to really learn about it. Usually you can do a quick Google search, quick YouTube search, and find out everything you need to know about a subject, right? But when it came to UGC, when you were typing in UGC onto the computer, you know what's coming up? Roblox. Roblox was coming up. Nothing about actually being, you know, a content creator for ads. Nothing about creating ads for brands. And when you really want to learn something to actually start it, that short form content like you'll see on TikTok isn't always enough. I want to watch the long videos, and that just didn't exist. So when I created that video, you know, what is UGC? That's why it took off really quickly. And that video is what got me over that $1,000. And that video is what got me over those 1,000 subscribers really quickly. But that's not all. It wasn't just YouTube that helped me because, like I said, most videos on YouTube don't actually get that many views. So YouTube will push it out. If you have like great SEO and you can get it pushed out, you know, with search, then your video can do amazing. But I didn't really know much about SEO when I first started either. I mean, I think my SEO on there is decent, but I didn't know a whole lot about it. It was two things. It was the only part that YouTube had to play in this is that there were people going to YouTube looking up UGC, but weren't finding any results until my video came on there, and then they're starting to obviously find my video, which is perfect for search because when they look up what is UGC, my video is right there to show up for them to watch, right? But aside from that, the thing that I truly believe is what made the difference in me gaining 1,000 subscribers so fast was me going over on TikTok and going live. So on TikTok, you had to have 1,000 subscribers to go live. So I did this one, as soon as I hit 1,000 subscribers, I started going live on TikTok. And as soon as June hit, when I started my YouTube channel, I went over on TikTok, got on live, and started talking about my YouTube channel. Like I said, mind you, I did not have a bunch of followers on TikTok. And I knew that I had started to form a loyal community. And I knew that people really loved how much free information I gave out, that people wanted to support me in return. Plus, they also wanted to be able to go watch, you know, a half hour long of free information, right? So it's a win-win. They get to learn a lot more about UGC, and I get to have more, you know, watch time and gain more subscribers on YouTube. So I noticed as soon as I started going live on TikTok, and then I'd go over on YouTube a couple days later and look at the analytics, there was a big difference in my view count and my subscribers. So the key to me getting the 1,000 subscribers was definitely me picking a niche that was not yet on YouTube or barely on YouTube, and then making sure that when people search for it, my video would come up, as well as going over to TikTok, getting on live, and telling people to go look at my YouTube to learn more information. I would answer their questions on live and let them know that there was way more in-depth answers and way more in-depth content all about this niche and subject they're interested over my YouTube channel. It's completely free for them to watch. So that they would instantly go over there and they would go and watch my content. So it's all about just asking people to do it. And that's what started to make my channel to grow. Now the reason why my channel didn't grow any further is because I stopped posting content. That's my own bad. I should not have done that. I had something that no one else was really talking about on YouTube, and I made the mistake to where I didn't just keep going with that. I just stopped. I was in the middle of finding a place to live, and then I did find my own new place, which is amazing. But then I had no Wi-Fi for months and months. I literally just got Wi-Fi like a couple months ago now, maybe less. So I had no Wi-Fi, which makes things a lot more difficult. So in June, I only posted 2 videos. And then in July, I posted 3 videos. 1 at the beginning of the month and 2 at the end. I did start to post a bunch of shorts because I did want to see how those would perform with YouTube. Obviously, you know, shorts being new, and we all know on social media platforms when they bring out something new, they usually help and push the people that use those new tools. I did gain some subscribers through the shorts, but not that many. Although I was lucky and fortunate enough to stumble upon a subject that wasn't really talked about yet on YouTube, I am aware that that is not going to be everybody's journey. If that can become your journey, I highly recommend that. But there's still a lot of different ways to grow on YouTube, so I'm actually going to share those tips with you guys right now. My first tip I have is going to be, after you figure out kind of what you're wanting to talk about on YouTube, go and do your research and find some other YouTubers that are really killing it in that niche and that you actually really like and can look up to. Once you find a good 5 to 10 YouTubers, look at their channel and see, what do you like about their channel? What makes you like this YouTuber? What makes you want to watch their videos? Is it their thumbnails? Is it their titles? Is it the actual content you're watching? Is it the information that they're giving you? Is it their personality? And see what are each of those things for each of these different YouTubers. Because I'm sure there's going to be some differences in each one. And then when you can pinpoint those things, don't ever copy anyone else, but apply those same kind of things to yourself, to your own channel. And find a way to do that, but to make it you. That's probably one of the hardest things to do. It's kind of funny how hard it is to be yourself. I know that has to make sense to someone out there. Like for me, it's hard to be myself sometimes. It's hard when you're looking at other people that are doing so great. You just instantly want to do what they're doing, right? Because you're like, well, it works for them, it must work for me. But it never does well when you copy other people, because other people see that and they're like, I don't like that. I'd rather just go watch the real person that that person's trying to be, right? And all of these things I'm telling you, they're not things that you're just going to have instantly. You guys should go and look at my thumbnails. That is something I'm going to be constantly working on, is getting better thumbnails. Being confident on camera, that is something that I still struggle with. All of you will struggle with. When you first get in front of my camera, it does not feel normal. It feels a little off. You're gonna notice that you're gonna have to retake so many shots. You are going to stumble over your words a million times, and you are going to judge yourself more than anyone else is going to judge you. You are going to be your own worst critic. But gaining a camera presence and getting comfortable in front of the camera, that is something that you just learn with time. The more you do it, the better you'll get. I actually have a video to help with camera confidence, but one tip I can give you right now is to just try to, as funny as it is, as corny as it is, try to pretend you are talking to a best friend about something you are super passionate about. Another thing is when you're looking at these other YouTubers and you're seeing all the things that, you know, they're doing right, think to yourself, okay, that's great, but how can I do it even better? Kind of give them a mini audit. See, what are they doing right? What are they doing wrong? What could they be doing better that you can do better? If you are one of those YouTubers who wants to talk about everything under the earth, after you post about 20 videos for each topic that you're wanting to talk about on your YouTube channel, go through and look at those videos and see which topics did the best. And then take the ones that did the best and make more of those videos. You are going to want to eventually niche down, because people are not going to subscribe to you and want to keep watching your videos if 1 minute you are talking about making money online, the next moment you're talking about how to cook, and then the next moment you're talking about how to sew clothes. You know what I mean? Like, they're very different subjects. So that will make people unsubscribe from you and make people stop watching you, because they don't really know why they're watching you. What are they coming to your channel for? What are they going to keep getting out of this channel if they subscribe to you? With that said, I think you can definitely think about a specific person you want to target, or just thinking about a certain subject, and you don't have to completely niche down to one thing. I know that kind of doesn't make sense from what I just said, but what I mean is you could be thinking about, like, you know, making videos for people in the corporate world. That can be lots of different things, right? You can think about making videos for people that work from home. That can be lots of different things. Like me, I want to talk about everything that has to do with making money online. That goes into lots of different things. I still probably need to eventually niche myself down even more. So if you're a person that does like to talk about multiple things, maybe try to at least think of like a specific person that you're targeting. Make it so everything in your channel can kind of relate in some way. I recommend to try to only have 3 things that you are really talking about on your channel. The next thing you're going to want to do is to make your videos more interesting. YouTube cares the most about watch time. If everyone's clicking into your video and immediately clicking out of your video, YouTube is not going to share your video with more people to watch it. It's also going to probably make it sound like it's clickbait. So the longer you can make someone watch your video, the more YouTube is going to push your video out to other people. Because if someone watches your whole video, they're gonna be like, wow, that must be a great piece of content. Let's show it to more people. So you need to be trying to get at least 50% watch time. Another thing I wanted to say is to stop asking people to subscribe in the beginning of your videos. If people like your videos, they're going to subscribe anyway, so you're just wasting time. I honestly get annoyed when someone asks me to subscribe right away because I don't even know if I like you yet. Honestly, I don't know if I like your content yet. I don't know if I like these videos. I don't want to have videos showing up on my feed that I'm not interested in. Don't do that. Just stop doing that completely. Ask them to at the end just to kind of remind them to, because sometimes you do have to ask people to do things. So remind them at the end of your video to subscribe if they found value in your video, and then they will subscribe. But don't do it at the beginning. There's no point because they don't know you yet. So we need to talk more about thumbnails. Thumbnails is something I am trying to get better at all the time. Your thumbnail really matters. You know the whole saying, don't judge a book by its cover? We all judge a book by its cover, and everyone's going to judge your video by its cover as well. No one's going to click on your video unless something is enticing them to. So you want to make your YouTube thumbnail stick out. This can be having big words on the thumbnail. This can be having colorful words on the thumbnail. This can be having money on the thumbnails. If you have a picture of you holding money, using those shocked faces, those also draw people's attention because they're like, oh, what are they so shocked about? What's going to happen? Or if they're scared. Also, if they're crying, people that put pictures of them crying on their thumbnails tend to do very well. Same even like with TikTok videos. People that are crying in their videos, they tend to draw people in and get more views on those as well. So definitely using emotions can really help with your thumbnail. When you're making a video, just think about what about your video is the most interesting and then put a picture of that on your thumbnail. If you have a sad video about a breakup, maybe take a picture of you bawling your eyes out and put that on your thumbnail. Another tip I have for you going off of that is why don't you actually go on YouTube yourself and go through the videos that catch your attention. Or next time you're on YouTube and you go to click on a video, stop yourself and think, why did I just want to click on that video? What was it about this video that made me want to click on it? Was it the thumbnail? Was it the title? Actually think about yourself and how you do things and what made you want to do that. Another thing that really gets people's attention as well is using numbers. So going off the whole money example I was talking about, if you're talking about a work from home opportunity that can make you a lot of money, put, you know, $1,000 in 1 week or $1,000 in 1 month. That's gonna grab someone's attention. If you're making a video about Pinterest and you get, you know, 1 million monthly views, make sure you're putting that 1 million monthly views on your YouTube thumbnail. Speaking of titles, your titles are going to be just as important as your thumbnails are. People are going to look at your thumbnail and then they're going to look at your title to see if they want to click on that video. A super easy tip for you guys is when you do your title to put it all in caps or to put the first letter to each word in caps. That definitely grabs people's attention. That's something that's super easy, low effort that you can do. Don't just have one sentence in your title. Have several sentences in your title. I'll make sure to post a picture up here so you guys know what I'm talking about. This way you can have multiple ways of piquing someone's interest. For instance, you could be like, wow, I'm really interested in making $2,000 a month, but I'm also really interested in making $2,000 a month from home with no experience. So it could literally be, you know, make $2,000 a month and then how I make $2,000 a month working from home with no experience. Same with description, guys. Make sure you guys are also having descriptions and make sure that they're full of keywords, but don't put all your keywords in just like one box. Don't just have like 1,000 different keywords, the comments in between them. That looks super spammy and YouTube does not like that. Instead, take those keywords and then make sentences out of them. I could put, I've always wanted to work from home, so I learned how to make money online in 2023. I hated going to in-person interviews, so I learned how to make money from home with no interviews needed. That way you're filling up your description box with keywords so you can rank higher in search, but you're not coming across as spammy. You guys, I was so excited when I hit my 1,000 subscribers, as well as when I hit my 4,000 hours of watch time and became monetized. So please comment down below and let me know if you guys would like me to next make a video about how to hit 4,000 hours of watch time. They definitely go hand in hand, but there are some differences. I cannot wait for you guys to hit 1,000 subscribers. When you do, please come back and tell me. I want to see it in the comments. I hit 1,000 subscribers so I can celebrate with you, okay? I hope you guys found value in this video. If you did, please make sure you give this video a thumbs up and subscribe because I would love for you guys to stay around because I have so many more videos coming your way. You will love this channel if you like to learn everything about making money online. You guys have a great day. Bye.